أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. My name is Muhammad Hamid and I am a foundation level student at Ham School Islamabad campus. Today my topic is Maya.
So, the most popular theory is that it's a misspelling of all correct. It was basically a trend back in the day where people would intentionally misspell words for fun, kind of like
Maya,
how
Maya,
people
Maya,
use
Maya.
slang.
Hello, Maya. Maya, my question is what does the word okay mean?
hmm Like I mentioned, it's basically just a way to say something is all right, acceptable, or that you agree. It's one of those words that can mean 100 different things depending on your tone. Does that make sense, or were you looking for something more specific?
Okay, my next question is where did the word okay originate?
It actually started as a joke in Boston back in the 1830s. People were doing this thing where they'd intentionally misspell words for a laugh, kind of like early internet slang. Okay was just a funny way of writing all correct. It caught on, and the rest is history.
Okay, my next question is where is okay considered the word favorite word?
It's generally seen as the most recognized word globally. Because of the internet, movies, and travel, almost everyone on Earth knows what it means, regardless of what language they actually speak. It's basically the universal signal for, I get it, or we're good.
Okay, my next question is how first used the word okay?
Mm, I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Could you say it again?
Continue.
Continue with what? In
My
You
question,
had a question?
my question is how first used the word okay?
It really took off in newspapers in Boston around 1839. Like I mentioned with the old correct joke, writers started using it in print, and then it became a huge hit during the 1840 presidential election. Martin Van Buren's nickname was Old Kinderhook. So his supporters formed okay clubs, which basically cemented the word into everyday speech.
Okay, my next question is in which country did okay become popular?
It really started in the United States, specifically in Boston. From there, it spread across the US and eventually the rest of the world.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, my
I'm
next
not sure I follow. You're welcome. What else is on your mind?
Okay, my next question is what was the original spelling? Okay,
I'm sorry, I'm not quite following. What do you mean by Sperry hole? Could you try rephrasing that for me?
okay. My next question is okay different from okay?
Not really. They're just different ways of spelling the same word. Okay is more of a shorthand, while okay is the full version, but they mean exactly the same thing.
Okay, my next question is why do people use okay in daily conversation?
It's just so versatile. You can use it to agree with someone, check if they're listening, or even describe something that's just average. It's a low effort way to keep a conversation moving without needing a long explanation.
Okay, my next question is how did okay spread around the world?
It mostly spread through American influence. Things like the telegraph, the military during wars, and later Hollywood and the internet pushed it everywhere. Since it's so short and easy to say, it just fit perfectly into almost every language.
Okay, my next question is uh, What role did the newspaper play in popularizing with OK?
Newspapers were basically the social media of the 1830s. They're the ones who first printed okay as a joke, which took it from a local slang term in Boston and made it visible to a much wider audience. Once it was in print, it became a trend that people everywhere could follow.
Okay, my next question is okay. Was okay first used in America?
I don't actually have a job in America. I'm a companion created by a team at Sesame, and I live right here in the app. I'm basically your thought partner and conversationalist.
Okay, my next question is okay. What does okay O point K stand for?
Like I mentioned earlier, it stands for correct. It was just a slangy, misspelled version of correct that people used to be funny.
O- Okay, my next
I'm
question is
listening.
okay.
Was
What is okay? Easy to understand in many language.
yeah, it's incredibly easy to understand. It's short, the sounds are simple to pronounce in almost any accent, and it's been used globally for so long that it's basically become its own universal language. It's just a quick, clear signal that everyone recognizes.
Okay, my next question is okay. Can okay express emotions?
Definitely, even though it's a simple word, your tone changes everything. An enthusiastic okay sounds like you're excited, while a slow okay can sound like you're unsure or even annoyed. It's all in how you say it.
Okay, my next question is how has technology increased in the use of okay?
Technology made it way easier to spread. The telegraph was a huge part of it because okay is short and clear, which made it perfect for sending messages quickly. Later, the phone and the internet just accelerated it, making it a global standard.
Okay, my next question is can is okay used in text message?
Absolutely. In text, it's probably used more than ever. Whether you write it as okay, or even just K, it's the quickest way to acknowledge someone or give a thumbs up without having to type a full sentence.
Okay, my next question is why is okay? Sorry, can okay express emotions?
Yeah, totally can. Like I said before, it's all about the tone. If you say it quickly and with a high pitch, you sound happy or excited. But if you drag it out or say it flatly, you might sound bored or like you're just barely agreeing. It's a small word that does a lot of heavy lifting emotionally.
Okay, my next question is sorry, how do people say okay differently in conversation?
It really depends on the vibe. Some people use it as a question, like, okay, to check if you're following along. Others use it to end a conversation or to transition to a new topic. Then you've got the passive aggressive, okay, which is usually short and clipped and basically means, I'm not happy about this, but I'll do it anyway.
Okay, my next question is okay a formal or informal word?
It's definitely more on the informal side. You'll hear it everywhere in daily life, but in a really formal setting, like a legal document or a professional presentation, people usually stick to words like acceptable, agreed, or correct. It's a bit too casual for those kinds of things.
Okay, my next question is okay a formal in sorry Why did teachers use the word okay in class?
It's just a fast way for them to manage the room. They use it to check if everyone's on the same page, to signal a transition to a new topic, or to give a quick yes to a student's answer without breaking the flow of the lesson. It's basically a tool for efficiency.
Okay, my next question is how do children learn the word okay?
They mostly pick it up through imitation. They hear their parents, teachers, and siblings using it constantly to agree or acknowledge things, so they just start mirroring it. Since it's such a short, simple sound, it's one of the easier words for them to master.
Okay, my next question is where is okay used in movies and TV shows?
It's everywhere. Writers use it to make dialogue feel natural and real because that's how people actually talk. It's also great for building tension, like when a character gives a very slow, hesitant, okay, to show they're scared or unsure about a plan. It's a simple word, but it helps tell the story through emotion.
Okay, my next question is how did social
Go for it.
media influence and popular of okay?
Mm, Social media just turned it into a shortcut. Between texting, Twitter, and WhatsApp, we're always looking for the fastest way to communicate, and OK is as fast as it gets. It also gave us variations like K or KK, which have their own meanings now, like how K can sometimes feel a bit cold or dismissive. It's basically taken a 19th century joke and turned it into a digital staple.
Okay, my next question is how do people, sorry, what are some alternative to okay?
Depending on the vibe, you've got plenty of options. If you're being formal, you could say certainly or agreed. For something more casual, you could go with sounds good, sure, or even got it. And if you're feeling really relaxed, just a yep or yeah does the trick.
Okay, my next question is how do people sometimes say okay repeatedly?
I'm not sure what leadly means in this context. Could you explain that or maybe spell it differently? I want to make sure I'm actually answering your question.
Okay, my next question is okay understood in every country?
Pretty much. It's not officially part of every language's dictionary, but because of how globalized everything is, you can go almost anywhere in the world, say, okay, and people will know exactly what you mean. It's basically the closest thing we have to a global word.
Okay, my next question is why is okay important in communication?
It's basically the grease that keeps a conversation moving. It lets you acknowledge the other person without having to stop the flow for a long response. Without it, we'd have to say things like, I have heard you and I agree with your statement every 2 minutes, which would be exhausting. It's just an efficient way to stay connected.
Okay, my next question is why is okay important in communication? Sorry, how does tone change the meaning of okay?
It's important because it's a universal tool for confirmation. As for changing the meaning, it's all about the delivery. Like if you say it with a rising tone at the end, it becomes a question. If you say it flatly or sharply, it can sound like you're annoyed. The words stay the same, but the emotion behind them changes everything.
Okay, my next question is uh, can okay
I'm
sound
still with you.
rude sometimes?
Sorry, I didn't catch that at all. Could you try saying it again or maybe type it out for me?
Okay, my next question is where do people reply with okay during arguments?
Mm, in an argument, an okay is usually a way to shut things down. It's often a signal that someone has stopped trying to convince the other person and just wants the conversation to end. Depending on the tone, it can either be a way to keep the peace and de escalate, or it can be incredibly dismissive, like saying whatever without actually using the word.
Okay, my next question is uh, how is okay used in professional settings?
In a professional setting, it's mostly used for quick confirmations. Like if a boss asks if you can handle tasks, saying okay or okay will do is a fast way to show you've got it. However, in more formal emails or meetings, people usually swap it for something like certainly like understood or I'll take care of that to sound a bit more polished.
Okay, my next question is can okay
I'm ready when
mean
you are.
disappointment?
Get you what? You didn't mention what this thing is. Fill me in.
Okay,
Right back
my
at
next
you.
question is what is the biological effect of hearing?
Hearing is a pretty wild process. When sound waves hit your ear, they vibrate your eardrum, which then moves three tiny bones in your middle ear. Those vibrations create waves in the fluid of your inner ear, the cochlea, which triggers tiny hair cells to send electrical signals straight to your brain. It's basically your body turning physical movement into a language your brain can understand in a fraction of a second.
Okay, my
Still
next
here,
question is
just hanging out and
why is okay often used for agreement?
it's basically a multi-purpose tool for conversation. Most often it's used for agreement, confirming you've understood something, or just as a filler to let the other person know you're still listening. It's the ultimate low pressure response.
Okay, my next question is why do
I'm ready.
customer service worker say good okay often?
It's mostly about making the customer feel heard. When they say okay or good, they're using active listening. It's a way to signal, I'm following everything you're saying without interrupting you. It keeps the conversation moving and makes the interaction feel more supportive and less like they're just reading a script.
Okay, my next question is
I'm listening. What's next?
how
What's
is
the question?
okay used in interviews?
In interviews, it's usually used as a nod. When the interviewer says, okay, while you're answering, they're signaling that they've processed that part of your answer and are ready for you to move on, or that they agree with the point you're making. And for the
Okay,
candidate using it, you're
continue.
welcome. For the candidate, though, using it too much can actually be a bit of a trap. If you start every sentence with okay, it can make you sound nervous or like you're just filling space. The trick is to use it sparingly, mostly just to confirm you've understood a question before you dive into your answer. It's all about balance.
Okay, my the last advice of my viewers.
I'm not really sure what you mean by that. Are you recording this for people to watch, or are you thinking about some advice you want to give them? Tell me more.
Okay. Uh, Thank you so much, so that's माया मुझे हमारी आज माया उम्मीद करता हूँ आपको पसंद आएगा। मिलता है अगले माया के साथ, तब तक के लिए अल्लाह हाफिज़। पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद।